sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And they'll begin by running the option. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. They'll roll him out right. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They snap it to Newton. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll run on 1st down. Jackson. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the 16, Brady. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Buccaneers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bucs will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Taking it about the 1. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Browns drive about to get started. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
I should love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage. In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Steps away. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Newton. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Now a handoff looking right. Shedding the tackle. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
And that's the big fella right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's got room. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. 78 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. On 1st down, Jackson. And he'll get 4 there down to about the 12-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. They'll try the left side. It's Jackson, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Folk's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level. Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
On first down, Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Now Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Third and long, it's Newton. Flushed out right.
Stop waiting on a dumb out. That ain't coming. Time out.
And he tried to stop and do that stop glitch, like where you stop and you blow past him, and it's a weird little movement they make to where you can't touch him. Bitch ass nigga, I stopped instantly before he did it.
4th and 36.
He got clean in his back pocket right now.
Yeah, you know it. You already know it. Watch for the dumb out. On your side, watch it on mine. 100% pass.
Oh, Calvin. Pass. You got a deep ass pass. Oh, no. Okay, he dropped it. I'm about to say, nigga, it was like 5 jerseys over there.
Yes, sir.
I'm pressing triangle and then activating. Like, come on, bro. They were trying to give him some.
Possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
That was a quick picking.
That was ugly. We need 7. Fuck them. Give them 7. They gon' bullshit with us, dog. The motherfuckers ain't real. Ain't from the hood.
13 after the first down run goes backwards. On play action, now Brady.
Oh, you try to run after Cat with that?
Yep. I tried to keep going because the nigga underneath me
You
wasn't
was in the
playing it.
touchdown already. There wasn't no way to keep going.
I just know, yeah, it was there was plenty of room to keep stepping, but I thought the nigga behind me was just trailing me. I didn't think the nigga underneath was to worry about. I said the nigga behind me don't. If I fall, he might get aggressive. Ooh, you should have did it again.
No, I didn't want to do it that time.
It was open. If you look in every play, you'll see.
Yeah, I wanted my comeback that time. I didn't want you to.
But they be in the initial same area, so you can kind of, when they both go to the same area, you can kind of see like where they both are going. It'd be within like 2 yards.
Yeah. You could have on that one lost me too. If you see me threw it right away with that poster, I got open like right away.
Yeah, I probably should have looked at you, Pache. You probably would have got the money. Then I tricked that pass.
Cause the other user was following Nano, and then he saw I was opening the end zone. He turned around and tried to get back and follow me. Yeah, all he wants is the touchdown.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Yeah, you gotta shake it off though. We be getting blinded by the play before for a second.
Play action. It's new.
Watch me take. Look at that.
He did. They get beat up.
Lawrence Taylor. Credit him with a sack.
Hello?
As he buries him for a
He
loss
wants
of
deep
10.
this shit.
Who you with?
Sacks a growing theme in this first half.
Who you with?
This is second and long.
Huh? Okay.
Another try after the first down sack. Newton.
Yeah, I'm watching for that.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. This time they stay on the ground. Big hold of the 30.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
And all the way up to the 37-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Look. Them niggas say we ain't got nothing for them.
The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Okay, we'll take that.